All right, why come I don't like this company? Look at this load, okay? So let's talk about this crap right here. I'm already hanging off the back of the trailer with this insane craziness. Number one, this load's got 3 stops, okay? So the yellow is one stop, the white is a different stop, okay? So all of that is one stop. Let me back off a little bit. Okay, I don't even know what this is for. The blue is yet a different stop, okay? That yellow and this yellow is a stop, okay? All right? That blue is not the yellow's stop, but that yellow, and all that stuff is mixed up with all this blue. So this yellow has got to come off for them to get this blue off, okay? So somebody else is gonna have to move someone else's product. Oh my God, but I would have to untarp this entire load. No matter which stop, no matter if the yellow is the first, second, or third, it doesn't matter. I'm going to undo the entire load to get that off, okay? Then tarp, re-tarp this entire load. Then go to the second stop. It doesn't matter if that second stop, listen, the first stop is the white. Then we're gonna have the yellow and the blue to contend with, but it doesn't matter because either one of them, I got to re-tarp this entire load a second time. Then tarp it back again, and then take it to the final, and then untarp it yet again. Okay, so the next problem is this load is rear that axle. Okay, if you get weight rear of this axle, be concerned that that axle is going to be overweight. Okay, now this is what pisses me off. Follow me here. It's the front of this trailer. So you don't explain to me, first off, the driver who dropped this trailer did not remove his bulkhead, nor did he have the bulkhead at the front of the trailer. But the loaders could have taken that crap apart and put it underneath the trailer or discarded it. It doesn't matter. What they did was load this trailer behind that freaking bulkhead and create an overweight situation at the ass of this trailer. All right, good morning, everybody. So, of course, that's the front of the tractor. So this is that same load. And as you can see, it doesn't look like exactly like it did. And as you can see, we got room on the ass of the trailer back there, okay? So I had to talk to them to move this load. Remember, there was nothing in the front. So what they did was take that piece off right there that was in the middle, and they moved it to the front, and then took everything to the back and scooched it forward. All right, so now I'm going to show you why I was so insistent on that happening. All right, so here's the scale ticket. 71, I'm sorry, exit. 77,100, that's the gross. We're good on the steers, we're good on the drives, we're good on the trailer. So you guys know what the weights are, 12, 34, and 34, right? So yes, 37.9 is definitely higher than 34, but we have split axles. That means we can carry 40,000 back there maximum. And the deal is each axle in the back has to be no heavier than 20,000. So it's 20,000 on each trailer tandem, okay? Once the weight of your load begins to go beyond the rearmost set of tandems, you start adding a lot of weight to that rear tandem, and the rear tandem will go over 20,000. You'll still be 40,000, or even at 37,000. So let's call that 38,000. That's 37,920. So we're gonna call that 38,000. So let's say you got 38,000 back there, which is less than the 40. However, one will have 22,000 on it, and then the front one will carry the rest, which means you have one axle overweight. And if I had left with that load the way it was, without making them rearrange that load, there's no doubt in my mind at all that I would have been overweight. You can't always know that, but after you've been doing this a while, you'll start knowing your truck, knowing the trailers, and you'll kind of be able to see those loads, look at the gross weight of the load, and determine whether or not you're going to be overweight. I'm not telling you guys to not scale. I'm telling you that you'll be able to eyeball it and know if you got a problem. You may not know if it's perfect, but you're going to know if you got a problem after a while, okay? So here we go. I'm going to show you why I'm right. Okay, so this is the weight of the where it says steer axle 18,860. That's the forward trailer tandem, and the 19,000 is the rear tandem. Okay, this is a 5-axle split weight. You end up getting 2 tickets because you got to get on the scale twice to do it. A lot of these people don't know how to do. You get on the scale and tell them you want a split axle, a lot of them don't know how to do it. So I just get on, do a regular way, go get the ticket, go back in the truck, pull the trailer on by itself, and do a reweigh. It doesn't matter, just as long as you get your weights, okay? All right, so as you can see, that 19,000 is the rearmost tandem. That the quickcrete that you saw in those in those barrels that they moved to the front, they moved 3,000 pounds. That's what that weighed, and that was hanging off well, it wasn't hanging off, but it was over the rear tandems, which means you can add 3,000 pounds back there. And if you'd add 3,000 pounds back there, that 19,000 would have been well over 20, which meant I would have been illegal. Look at this ticket here. This is the front axles. Look how low the drives is. 28,000, almost 6,000 pounds low. I could put almost 6,000 pounds. But remember, and also guys, remember, this scale ticket is after I had them fix it. So that would have been, instead of being 28, that might have been 24, 25. And that 37 would have been a little higher than that. 37 would have been well over 40. Well over. That means this trailer, when I picked it up, was overweight. I knew it when I looked at it. I knew the trailer was overweight, so I had them fix it. But hold on a second. All right, guys. The purpose of what I'm telling you is that you have to be cautious. You have to be paying attention to what's going on. Okay, if you have more than, I don't know, say 30,000 pounds, for sure you need to weigh it, scale it. 30,000 pounds don't sound like a whole lot. It don't sound like you're going to be overweight at 30,000 pounds, but you can. You don't have to be, you won't be over gross, but you could over axle weight. Okay, so it's kind of important that we get these things done. We get them done at the closest scale house. Cat scale. So now listen to what I'm going to tell you, okay? Because it's odd, but I did get this question. So let's say you're picking up, and then you was going to you're right by the interstate, and your load goes north on that interstate. North on that interstate, the first cat scale is 25 miles away. But if you looked at a map or a app or whatever you got, and you see that 2 miles south, that's the opposite way of the load, but it's 2 miles south is a cat scale. I know it may sound weird that I actually have to say this. Go south 2 miles, 10 miles, whatever it is, you have to go to the closest scale. If it's south, if it's east, if it's west, closer than north, then that's what you got to do. And then you go scale. If you're legit, then get on the path to go to your final. But don't go 20 miles or 40 miles towards your load, forwarding the load to get to a scale. Find out it's now overweight. You got to drive another 20 miles back. So now you done drove 40 miles when you could have did 2 the wrong way, went back, got it fixed, and then 2 back there again. You're good. Get on down the road. I know this sounds basic, right? But you'd be surprised how many questions I get like that. Does it have to be en route? No, you have to go to the closest. Just get it done, okay? Certified Cat Scale, make sure you keep your receipts.